Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, October 25, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Detroit Pistons vs Atlanta Hawks. Detroit is averaging 85 points per game. They scored 82 points in their last game, making 38.6% of their field goals and 17.9% of their three-pointers. Saddiq Bey led Detroit with 20 points and 16 rebounds. Trey Lyles has 12 points and 5 rebounds, while Kelly Olynyk finished with 10 points and 5 rebounds for the Pistons. Detroit has done a better job defensively, giving up 95.5 points per game. They gave up 97 points in their last game and will need to keep it up if they want to get the win. Our first betting advice is to pick Detroit Pistons plus 10.5 according to dunksandthrees.com. The Hawks rank 5th in the NBA with a plus 5.5 adjusted net rating. Atlanta owns the second best adjusted defensive rating in the NBA at 92.7, but it ranks 21st on offense with an adjusted 101.9 mark. Washington Wizards vs Brooklyn Nets. Washington is averaging 116.5 points per game through 2 games. They scored 135 points in their last game, making 52.1% of their field goals and 50% of their three-pointers. Spencer Dinwiddie led the way for Washington with 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. Kyle Kuzma had 26 points and 11 rebounds, while Raul Neto added 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Wizards. Washington hasn't been as good defensively, giving up 108.5 points per game. They gave up 134 points in their last game and will need a significantly better performance if they want to win this game. Our first betting advice is to pick Brooklyn Nets. Despite posting a 1-2 record through 3 games, head coach Steve Nash has treated the beginning of the season as an extension of the preseason. Nash has been trying out different lineups and rotations to adjust to the absence of Irving, who has left a massive gap in Brooklyn's starting 5. Brooklyn was outscored 32-17 in the fourth quarter of Sunday's loss versus Charlotte. Our second betting advice is to pick over. New Orleans Pelicans vs Minnesota Timberwolves. The New Orleans Pelicans have been an average defensive team this year, as they are 17th in the league, giving up 113.7 points per game. In their last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they allowed 96 points on 39 of 96, 40.6% from the floor, 12 for 38, 31.6% from distance, and 10 free throws. If they can defend the three-point line at a better clip, it will really help the defense out. The Minnesota Timberwolves have been one of the better defensive teams this season, as they are the 7th-ranked defense by giving up 97.5 points per game. In their last game against the New Orleans Pelicans, they allowed 89 points on 31 of 89, 34.8% from the floor, 9 of 40, 22.5% from deep, and 23 free throw attempts. They need to limit the amount of free throws against them, they will be in a better spot. Our first betting advice is to pick Pelicans plus 6. The Minnesota Timberwolves managed to keep their opponents to under 90 points for the first time since February and 44 games in a row in which they allowed 90+. We are not accustomed to such sturdy defense from the Wolves, who finished the game against the Pelicans in style, even after Karl Anthony Towns fouled out. Minnesota limited New Orleans to only 34.8% from the floor. Although they're playing without injured Zion Williamson, the Pels are expected to show better performances early in the season, especially against one of the weakest teams from last season. Brandon Ingram led the Pelicans with a season-high 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jonas Valanciunas posted a double-double of 20 points and game-high 17 boards, along with game-high 3 steals, while Nickeil Alexander-Walker recorded a double-double of 14 points and 14 rebounds. Our second betting advice is to pick under 224.5 Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Cleveland Cavaliers vs Denver Nuggets. Cleveland is shooting 47.7% overall but only 30.9% from long range, translating to an average of 111.3 points per game. Leading the scoring parade for Cleveland is Colin Sexton with an average of 20.7 points per game. Rookie Evan Mobley is tied for third in scoring with an average of 15.7 points per game. Ricky Rubio is the dish king with an average of 9.3 assists per game and is Cleveland's second leading scorer with an average of 16.7 points per game. Denver is shooting 52.1% overall and 37.7% from long distance, which translates to a scoring average of 106.0 points per game. Jokic is the leading scorer with an average of 29.5 points per game, while Will Barton is the second leading scorer and the dish king for Denver with averages of 16.0 points and 5.5 assists per contest. The Nuggets spread the ball around as Denver has 5 players averaging 11.0 points or more per game. Our first betting advice is to pick Denver Nuggets minus 10.5. The season is young, but the Nuggets' 52.1 field goal percentage is currently first in the NBA, and they are ninth, shooting 37.7% from three-point range. Defensively, the Nuggets have held opponents to 44.4% shooting from the field, ranking 12th, and 32.8% on threes, which is 9th. The Cavs have struggled defensively through the first 3 games, ranking 25th in the NBA with 47.9% shooting allowed from the floor and 37.4% permitted from three-point range, which is 22nd. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won just one of their first 3 games, and much of the blame early this season could be placed on the Cavaliers' defense. Cleveland gave up only 95 points in its only victory over Atlanta, but previous to that allowed 132 points to Memphis and 123 points to Charlotte. Opponents are scoring an average of 116.7 points per game against Cleveland's defense and are shooting 47.9% against the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are also giving up 51.0 rebounds per contest. The leading rebounder for Cleveland is Evan Mobley with an average of 8.3 per contest. Cleveland averaged 7.0 steals and 4.7 blocked shots per game, led by Jarrett Allen with an average of 1.7 steals and Mobley with an average of 2.3 swats per contest. The Denver Nuggets have won each of their first 2 games of the regular season, and much of that success is thanks to excellent play on defense. Denver is allowing an average of only 97.5 points per game, and opponents are shooting an average of only 44.4% against Denver's defense. The Nuggets are out-rebounding opponents 43.5 to 42.0 per game. Our second betting advice is to pick under 220.5.